straight ahead. It's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Yeah.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. All again on 2nd down. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind.
Both of y'all gonna miss blocks. That's what's up.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Something like that.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Oh, man, why the fuck he threw it?
Wow. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Just some bullshit. When he threw the ball.
Yeah, certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start. Opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll bring this one inside the 45.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it up field and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 3. The pickup there, and it's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. That's going to be caught.
Damn, I couldn't get over there.
For a Bengal TD. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Herbert now. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, still brings it in. Off the tip here on the deep shot. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Running left, it's Hall. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
I learned that one from your cousin.
Rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
That's how he claimed he used to run the ball.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Oh, who hurt?
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got
that
there.
D-line, Stephon? Okay, you know that
D-line. In motion left goes a tight end. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come
the running back
through
actually
a big
picked up
message
the right person.
that slept on him in the pocket.
The running back actually picked up the right block.
On EA Sports. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run with Hall.
How you don't block the man right fucking in front of you?
In the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss.
Madden me with
Down
that
there.
bullshit, bro.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
You're not gonna block a man lined up directly in front of you.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the game against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Off play action. Fields. Rush coming, and
Man,
he's
we can't get
taken
nothing
down.
right there.
Multiple players combined for their
Come on,
team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
This one, huh?
And that'll be off the crossbar and out and short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a
ran out of gas quick.
Otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30.
I don't like how Herbert threw the ball.
Inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll get him inside.
Thank you, tight end.
Down to the
Thank you.
14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields throwing again. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, obviously, sir.
Then you know I can't challenge this shit. Like, that's that bullshit.
Touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Bullshit.
final shot before the break. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing the toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. I like the fact that he took the shot deep down the field. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Oh, shit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I see it.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown.
Come on, Madden,
and the Bengals take
you
the
gonna make my man
off of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to.
On Herbert, his third interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
How you pick them?
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
I can't jump.
Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their
Why
lead.
couldn't I jump?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Getting the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Okay.
Taken at the goal line.
We can't swat it or nothing,
Brings
huh?
us out past the 20 to the 24.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
So y'all just stop blocking?
They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Fields on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Fields. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Alontae Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And that is caught. He's gone for a Bengals touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase that lead to 28. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
They just make Woolen like he's stupid.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Why is he underthrowing the ball?
And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
he's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
I know good and goddamn well you don't have nobody up there that can play the run.
Afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And now here's another interception.
His sad ass just happened to be stopping in the right spot, huh?
Well, CD, we have seen it.
Motherfucker stopped on the route twice.
This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
I see why,
you are
Stephon.
watching the NFL.
Stephon be getting mad at Gabriel Davis. This nigga not even getting jammed, and he getting jammed on the route.
Here's Koo to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he can't find anywhere
Throw
to
the
go.
fucking ball,
And
hurt
he
it.
goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So the false start will back them up 5. The
I
offense
clearly
knew
see
that
your
they were
man
already
jumping
starting to
before
walk
my
back
man
as that one is
false start
accepted.
on me.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back in his own.
I don't know what I got good line
It's a
on.
sack.
They can't block it.
Bradley Chubb. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
No matter, I blocked 7.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL.
Gets through, and now an opening. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Fields. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. On fourth down, Fields. Complete once again to Watson. And he gets it inside
get the fuck
the 10
out
to
of
the
here,
9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the
Nigga,
air
the
on
ball went
fourth
through my
down to
back.
bring up first and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Here's Fields. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Out of the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Connect on the extra point. And this one was
I don't know what Josh Sweat and Khalil Mack was doing. They was up there playing paddle kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
it's a fucking head on the head.
And watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time? They'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yeah, I want to bail him out.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Oh, what?
And my goodness, another interception.
So Madden, that's not pass interference? That's what's up.
Sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Nobody, Bum.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They snap it to Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go before with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Caught here by Griffin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
That boy went to church.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they're up.
I guess the only one could jump for balls is Minka.
That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess,
he got the shot.
He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And they are going to score again. Yet another
For what? They got 20 seconds left.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Fuck, I'm going to take a knee for.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert. He throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One last throw here for Herbert. Being chased out left.
I don't understand what's going on.
As time has run out on this football game. The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. As we say